Well, look, guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be truthful, and you guys know that, okay? The Giants could have our number this week, okay? For a number of reasons. The Giants are coming off a really good win. Obviously, it's a bad matchup, but, whatever team has more confidence that can make more plays, it is what it is. And coming off this bye week, I'm not really sure that the Eagles can do what they're supposed to do. And you don't win against the Giants this Sunday, this season could be over. It really could be, because you can't win against the Giants, you can't win against the Browns, and you got four monster teams you have to face with the Packers, Seahawks, Saints, and the Arizona Cardinals. I don't see any optimism in that, but I'm trying my hardest to really keep it cool and say that everything's going to be good. We get Isaac Samalo back. Jalen Reagor is finally going to be here the second half of the season, which is fantastic. But I have no optimism that Doug is going to change this play calling, that Doug is going to do a lot more to this offense that's going to really help these players. And honestly, guys, Carson Wentz stinks and has been stinking badly, okay? Not a good year. Okay, 12 picks. The team has, 16 turnovers? And guess how many Carson Wentz has? I think, 15 turnovers for himself as of right now? Whatever, 15, 16, whatever it is, it's a lot. I think the only other turnover we really had was the fumble from Miles Sanders beginning of the game, week 2 against the Rams. Okay? The Giants are the Giants. Okay, they're not a good team. But we're not a good team either. We're a team that literally has so much ceiling right now with a changed play call, a different scheme. This team can go above and beyond. But unfortunately, on paper we look fantastic. And honestly, this whole entire team could do so much more, but Doug is handicapping this offense. Carson Wentz, unfortunately, guys, has not been playing well. I don't care if it's 2 games, whatever. You call it a loss is a loss, a win is a win. At the end of the day, if Carson Wentz does not win games for us, it is what it is. Okay, a lot of people have not been happy with how I've been talking about Carson Wentz, but it's on Doug and it's on Carson. Some people think that Doug's not the problem. Some people think that Doug needs another quarterback, a real quarterback. That's what some people think. Me, I'm kind of not really on board with that, because Doug, I don't really see too much adverse play calling. I don't really see a diverse play calling to where I'm not seeing different things. I'm not seeing those mid-tier throws. I'm only seeing 80-yard bombs, screen passes, and runs up the middle for 1 to 3 yards. Other than that, that's pretty much it. Maybe some comeback routes, maybe. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Sick and tired of throwing it deep to Hightower. Okay? Now, look, our offensive line is stronger this week with Isaac Samalo coming back. I know we're not a fan of Jason Peters staying there, but you know what? It is what it is. We got to swallow the pill and take it at this point. The Giants are coming off a good win, and it was an ugly game against both NFC East teams. It was very ugly between the Giants and Washington. Very ugly. Back and forth, nonstop turnovers. The Eagles have so much better talent on both sides of the football than any of these teams in the NFC East. Okay? And Carson Wentz is doing way too much on the field. Carson Wentz needs to throw it out of bounds. He needs to just take the sack if he has to at this point, because he can't try to throw a football every single time he's trying to make a big play. Don't blame the offensive line. Don't blame everybody, because your quarterback has 15 turnovers on his own this year. 15 or 16 turnovers, whatever it is. I got the number mixed up. It's between 15 or 16. I forgot how many. I think we have 17, I'm not sure. And 15 or 16 of them are on Carson Wentz. Okay? Don't blame the offensive line when Carson Wentz is holding on to the football and he's literally sitting there seeing a guy from 6 yards away come tackle him, and he just decides to stand there, get tackled, lose the football. Okay? That's all on Carson Wentz right there. His mechanics have been bad. Okay? His mechanics as him throwing the football, the release of the football is horrible, guys. Carson Wentz takes forever to throw a pass. Okay? I'm not talking about looking for a receiver. I'm talking about when he throws the ball, he doesn't throw it fast. He doesn't throw it quick. The release is too long. Okay, he winds that ball up way behind his head and he just long strides it. So like it's like slow motion, and teams know where he's throwing the ball. He makes it so obvious, especially with his eyes looking in one direction half the time. Okay, look at the film, look at the tape, look however you want it. This is why Carson Wentz is getting picked off so much, because between loading that football up in his long stride with his arm, it's taking way too long for the ball to come out of his hands. It's taking way too long. And this is why he stinks. Literally stinks. And I know this guy can play better, and I know Carson can play better, but he just is not. Okay? Don't give me statistics on, every fifth-year quarterback. Stop comparing him to Peyton Manning's fifth year in the league. It doesn't matter. When you stink, and he stinks this year. Okay? As real as I could be, this is how it is. Okay? And people don't like it. And I really don't care. I don't care. Because I'm here to give my opinion. Defensively, I think this team is starting to get its stride. I think this defensive line is getting stronger. I think the more games they're playing, the better they're getting. And they're just getting pressures and hurries, and they're getting to the quarterback. And I think they're doing fantastic. I think the defensive line for the Philadelphia Eagles is the heart and soul of this whole entire team, because I really can't trust this offense right now. I mean, I really can't. These receivers need to do different routes. You're not making these receivers look good. They all look horrible. Jalen Reagor has 16 yards last game. I mean, I know he had a touchdown in the red zone, a 2-point conversion. I mean, the guy's got to have more yards than that. And they're literally just have everyone on go routes. There's no one on a slant pass. There's nothing in the middle of the field. Like, I don't get what they're doing. It's a broken record at this point. It's the same thing every week. Doug puts out another, during the bye, he extends like a day or two of practice. I mean, big deal. I mean, what is that? I don't know. And usually when the Eagles come off a bye week, they're very bad. And I hope that doesn't happen. But I have no optimism for Doug changing his play calls. And honestly, I think it's just a pill we have to swallow, guys. I think, honestly, we have to swallow the pill and just say that Doug is not going to change what he's doing. And unfortunately, the Eagles pretty much said, Doug, you can be the offensive coordinator, but you're either going to sink or swim, and that's it. And honestly, he's sinking right now. He's not swimming, he's sinking. Okay? He's either sinking off this team or he's sinking off of being an OC. One or the other. And it's not looking good. He has the favoritism on these veteran guys. Nathan Gary apparently is hopefully not playing. TJ Edwards has stepped up, had a monster game. I think he had 12 tackles. He had 12 tackles and a strip sack against the Cowboys. But look what we're doing, guys. Look what we're doing against a decimated Cowboys team. I mean, it's so embarrassing. Teams were averaging 20 points on the Cowboys, at least in the first quarter. And we couldn't even, we scored 9? I mean, in the half, I don't even know what it was. It wasn't much, but they need to play better. This is just embarrassing. Like, we look embarrassing offensively. Embarrassing. Like, this last Giants game, we win by 1 point? Like, why? This last game we had with them. Why? Boston Scott, the Giant Killer. I call him the Giant Killer because he always puts a fork in them. He pretty much puts the last stab through the heart into New York since last year. You know? I would love to say I have so much faith in this offense. I really don't, because I know Doug, as long as Doug's in charge, Doug is going to make this look as bad as it has been. And our quarterback is not playing well, period, because whatever plays Doug wants him to do, Carson has to do it. You know, for some reason, we play better when it's 2-minute offense. When we play a hurry-up offense, we just play better. When Carson goes to the line and changes and audibles and does stuff on his own, I feel like he does better than what Doug does. When Doug calls plays and it's just regular offense, I feel like we do horrible. When we actually do a 2-minute offense, we do a first, a run, we just kind of rush it a little bit. I feel like we just play better. But this is a mess. I hope they change some things, but am I going to be like stupid and be like, oh yeah, they're going to change the whole entire offense. Doug is going to have a great second half. I doubt it, guys. I really doubt it. And it's just going to be the same thing every game. A nail biter, not having a comfortable lead, missing opportunities, Carson Wentz and his mechanics, inaccurately throwing the ball, fumbling the ball, Doug calling the same plays every single series, running up the middle twice for a whole series for 4 yards. Screen passes to Fulgham and Rager that don't go anywhere. I mean, it's just ridiculous at this point. It just is. And the Giants could have our number this game. I'll be honest with you. Really can have our number. Okay. So I don't know what else to say about it, but it is what it is. And I'm just going to keep the faith and hope to God we look better. I don't want to win by a point. I don't want to just see Doug. All Doug wants to do is like, oh, as long as we get the win, who cares? Yeah, it's cool to get the win. If it was against a hard team getting a slight win, that's fine. But when you're facing teams that are getting worse and worse and worse, and our roster is above and beyond everyone else's rosters on paper, and we can't even coach and get these guys prepared and prepare for a game, this is where it gets ugly. This is where it gets bad. So other than that, guys, that's all I got to say about this. And that's it. I'll see you guys later. Stay squad up. Fly outside. Peace out, guys. Peace.